I'm back with another exciting Poshmark video. Today I'm going to tell you how I sold my first $10,000 on the Poshmark app. But not only that, also how I would do it faster if I were to start today. I'm Monique, the work from home mogul. I'm a subscription box owner, entrepreneur, Poshmark reseller, overall work from homer. I give you my entrepreneurial and reseller tips and everything about working from home. And today's special guest is my cousin Jenny. Hold up, you're telling me that you made 10 grand off that app and you can't pitch in for Johnny's step uncle's birthday party? Johnny's fake uncle's 50-foot-long meatball sub? No thank you. Are you serious? He's family. And nobody wants to eat a vegan Italian sub, Monique. Okay, well, we're gonna be back in just a second talking about Poshmark, so don't go anywhere. Yes, I've sold over $10,000 on Poshmark, but I wanna say about half of that was just last year, and it's been over several years. I started Poshmark in 2014, I put up 4 listings and didn't sell anything until 2015. September of 2015 to be exact. I was actually out of the country when I sold a $6 dress. And if I were to start over, I would definitely learn from a reseller either about how to sell a lot fast or how to get the highest prices. There's a different strategy for both, either pumping them out low price or being strategic about pricing it high and then lowering each time people see it to get them notified. I wasn't doing any of that. I just put up 4 things and totally forgot about it. But over time, I learned by trial and error and started to really sell mostly only my own stuff. Sometimes stuff that people would give me, stuff that I didn't want anymore, stuff that I would see on sale or thrift and then sell for a higher price. But generally, most of this $10,000 is from my own stuff. Might seem like a lot, but it's been over several years where I've probably spent at least $80,000 on clothes. How to get my first sale? No clue, but I know that I priced it really low. I put it for $6, not knowing that Poshmark takes 20%. So if I were to do that over, I would list it really high, 20 or $30, then immediately discount it to 10, 20 to get that 30 to 50% marked off notification. You know, every time you drop the price, it sends a message to anyone that may have liked it. Obviously, when you list it and then immediately discount it, no one has liked it yet, but it just makes it rank higher. So if I were to start over, I would start listing a lot of stuff at a high price and discounting it. Another thing that I did in the very beginning is I only sold stuff that was at my parents' house. So every time that I would go for the holidays or go for a birthday, I would pick a section of clothes and take pictures and start listing. One trip it would be t-shirts, one trip it would be jeans, then dresses, then shoes, then bags. Eventually, everything in my childhood bedroom is now on the Poshmark app, and a lot of it has sold. The reason I'm able to do this is because when a buyer buys on Poshmark, a shipping label is immediately emailed to me, which I then send to my mother, who is helpful enough to find the item because I have to know where it is, print out the shipping label, and take it to the post office. Looking back, I might have created a separate Poshmark closet just for the stuff that isn't physically with me, because it can be an absolute, if people want to bundle the stuff my mom has and that I have, because it cannot be in the same package with the same shipping label. and I'm not going to ship it out of pocket. I'm not going to ask her to send it to me first. So I might miss out on some sales that way. Because I decided to go through the Poshmark ambassador process, my closet gets a lot of traffic and eyeballs, and it might have been difficult to do that Poshmark ambassador qualifications for 2 separate accounts, although people have done it. So over the years, while I was accumulating all of these listings, each time going back to my parents' house, then eventually some of the stuff that I had with me that I no longer wanted, or that was piling up because of fast fashion, me just buying stuff and not having enough hangers and not having enough room in my closet to put stuff, I decided to do the qualifications to become a Poshmark ambassador, which there is a video on how to get step 1 done. Now, since then, a Poshmark Ambassador 2 has come out, which I also now qualify for, which has some benefits, which I have not really seen any benefit from, but there may continue to be more rewards when you qualify for whatever hoops that they want you to jump through. The more that I started to have in my closet, mixed with being a Poshmark ambassador and getting automatic followers all the time, allowed me to sell more. I was going from 1 to 2 sales a month, and then after becoming a Poshmark ambassador, immediately started to become 2 to 3 sales a week. My intention on Poshmark was to make money from all of the things that I spent a whole bunch of money on that was sitting in my childhood bedroom, and also the stuff that I spent so much money on just because I thought things were shiny and pretty and decided to pile up a whole bunch of stuff. So my journey to minimalism includes Poshmark, and it's more about clearing out and regaining the money that I spent rather than going and finding low-cost items and making a profit. Now, if I were to start over and my intention would be to make profit, I would find low-cost goods and sell them at higher prices. I would have more higher-end desirable things that you see trending on Poshmark, designer labels that people really want, high quality, trendy things for higher prices, and that would get me to $10,000 a lot faster. When I started my Poshmark closet, there was no way to communicate with people besides commenting with their username in the comments of listings. Since then, there's been the closet bundle feature where you can privately message people that add your listing to a bundle, or if you add a listing to their bundle for them. So if I were to start over now, I would immediately start conversations with people, telling them that I ship fast, telling them that I give discounts on bundles, and offering them a private discount rather than offering everyone that likes the listing discounts, because that personal touch immediately, rather than just lowering the price of your item every time, can make you sell faster but also higher prices. So if I were to start my closet now, I would list every day and contact the people that are looking for my items. One other thing I was doing when the bundle feature came out was looking at listings that sold that are similar to listings that I had and just sharing that listing to the previous likers. And if I were to start my closet today, I would still do that, but I would send some type of a welcome message first. I wouldn't just share my listing pictures to people without saying something. Because when you say something, especially if it's a compliment, it's an introduction, it's something with some emojis and smileys, people will respond more than if you just randomly send them a picture. When I look back at my last $10,000 of sales on Poshmark, I know that the Poshmark Ambassador has been like the number one thing to get my closet visible and get people to see my listings to actually buy them. And the second thing is really having a listing strategy. Pretty much 20% of what I list will sell within the first 2 months, 1 out of 5. So if I want to sell one thing a day, I'm going to list 5 things a day. And relisting some of the old items, I never did this in the beginning. I started doing this within the past few months, now that they have the copy listing feature. Anything older than 60 days, even if it has 10, 15 likes, I'm gonna copy it and delete the old one. And if I have time, I'll share the new one to all those old people first. But generally, you never know how long people have been off of Poshmark and don't see anything. Those 10, 15 people may never look at it again. They may never open the app again. So I had to kind of detach from that and realize that I needed new listings, new activity, for the algorithm to favor me and for people to be looking at my closet and for the listings to be ranked higher up in the feed and in the searches. Set a realistic goal. How many things can you list a day? Can you think of maybe just one thing a day, and for 2-3 months, before you know it, you'll be almost at 100 listings. Using my code mo_goal, you can get $10 credit to buy your first listing, which you can buy something low and then sell it for high. How fast can you get to $10,000 in sales? Now let's talk to my cousin Jenny. Why didn't you tell me about this thing? You know I can barely pull anything out of my closet. I gotta basically just wear whatever first comes out so the thing doesn't explode in my face. Jenny, I have literally been making Poshmark videos for 2 years. I've been saying this code like every single week. Like, how are you not even on the app yet? Your closet is ridiculous, first of all. You have enough animal print dresses to uniform like an entire basketball team. You're one to talk. You got like 10 different pairs of leopard wedges. I mean, how many you got? Yeah, and I sold all of them. I only have 1 pair of cheetah print wedges left. Yeah, and I gave you one of those pairs. Don't think I didn't see you're making money off of what I gave you. My Poshmark closet is public and I post daily everything that I sell, so is it a secret? No. True, but I'm gonna help you, especially when you're using my code. All right, give me the code. I'm gonna get this thing started so I can start getting my paper just like my little cousin. Let's do this together. Thank you, Jenny. Thanks, work from home buddies. Make sure that you're subscribed and hitting that bell for next week's video, and we'll see you then. Bye. Hold up.